And welcome back. What a crazy match that last one was. It was a long one, but you guys had plenty of time. Go to the restroom, get your drinks, and we're here now. It's OG, who's already qualified for the upper bracket, going up against Fnatic, who is 1 point off of being in that upper bracket conversation right now. I'm joined with BSJ, Kyle, and myself. How's it going?
It's going great.
BSJ, you?
I'm excited. This OG is my favorite team to watch. We were talking about off camera. Maybe we see even clownier, quote-unquote, things, because we say clowny, but they're winning with it, so can't be that clowny.
Yeah, they're the only team qualified guaranteed to the upper bracket thus far.
Yep, and they look good. And you see, we already have a draft Alchemist banned. No one's mad about that, right? Do you guys actually like watching Alchemist or no?
No.
Like, personally?
I kind of enjoy it in competitive.
I dislike... There's so few heroes left that are cookie cutter, and it'd be one thing if it was like the old school Alchemy. Remember when people used to go Shadowblade, sometimes Battle Fury, sometimes Maelstrom? Maybe. Like now it's just, hey, Radiance, hey, Manta, Blink.
Yep.
All right, Armor
Run down
item,
the lane,
BKB, yeah.
So do you like watching like Wraith King?
No. Well, it's different because it's Hector Wraith King. No one else is really spamming
That's
it.
true, yeah.
So because the hero itself's not necessarily broken, because the one player plays it really well, you think it's more enjoyable?
It's also just that so many teams are using Alch, and it's one of those heroes / strategies that effectively everyone has to be able to play, and they all do it the same way. If people play Wraith King, you can usually expect some sort of a different flair. And there's at least different ways you would itemize it. I've yet to see an Alchemist not buy Radiance. Every Wraith King has an option to go like maybe Honor the Blink or something.
It's been a while since it was like the Frank. I mean, there was a time, but during that Frankfurt, that was when I believe Newbie got eliminated in that BO1 by Unknown.
Yeah.
That was the big one. They got item dropped on, and everything. It's been a while since then.
The Peruvian flag came out. I remember those.
We saw him dropping earlier today, though. If you didn't know, Infamous dropped some items in front of the fountain when they won a game. So always some good spice at TI.
Against DG specifically, so for whatever reason, as a viewer, it's just even more enjoyable to watch that kind of stuff happen to DG.
It is. And OG, they're looking for their last ban right here.
Blizzard bans loser from their Twitch chat. Meanwhile, in Dota, we're spraying
dropping
on the ground.
items. Yeah, we're just spraying loser in front of someone who dies. Yeah.
Wait, did they actually ban loser?
Nah, but they probably will.
Oh, yeah. I do remember them doing pretty ridiculous filtering of their Twitch chat.
And there's a Magnus. This hero, we've seen it off lane. We've seen it 5 even. We've seen it 4. One of those heroes that, isn't bad, but isn't necessarily like god tier.
However, it's a must pick when you're playing against OG. Otherwise, you're just going to be playing against Mag +1. And we've talked about Seb's Magnus. It's just, you don't want to deal with it. It's the perfect complement to Ana as well. It just makes the OG lineup. You can't ban the melee carries, right? There's too many of them.
Too many, especially with a team like this who will play any sort of carry. And, well, there's the Enchantress. We know this is one of the few teams who will play it as a 5, not just a 3.
When you deny pick heroes, I'll say it time and time again, that the problem is if they know how to play the hero better than you, and you first pick it like this, they're like OG. They have one of the best, if not the best, Magnus player in the entire world. They're going to know conceptually how to deal with Magnus, because Magnus is a hero that tells you the play style of the opponent team based on the fact that he's in the game. And I want to say real quickly, I was going to noteworthy on the Enchantress, and now they have the Shadow Demon too. Both heroes purge. Shadow Demon goes through BKB, and it's continuous, and Enchantress purges. That is the Empower that I'm referring to.
It purges the buffs through BKB as well.
Yes.
Correct? Yeah. So you already have 2 methods of removing the Empower. You asked, how do you deal with Mag? Well, OG, I think, recognizing it's not really the RP you need to deal with. I think a lot of teams are still too focused on that. We'll see Rubik commonly in response, but OG demonstrating that it's all about the Empower.
Yeah, if the guy's sieging your base or he's in vision at all, it's just really important to bring that Empower, so he has to reset and use it on the Magnus. The fact that he wants to usually have himself or maybe 2 other heroes empowered, if you're purging it, he literally cannot empower the heroes he wants to empower based on cooldown. And we saw Fnatic do this against EG, first game of the entire tournament, Crystal Maiden and Mag. Just buffs up heroes. You have the Aura for the mana, which is a nice quality of life thing for most carry core type heroes, and then you obviously have the Empower. And you can't purge the Aura at least, so that's a step in the right direction, but I already am a fan of OG's way of addressing the Mag. And they get rid of the Pangolier.
We have not seen much Pangolier. Are you surprised, or is he just so much of, like, he just not that good in the laning phase, it's really hard to play him? Or?
We haven't seen him. He's been being picked a bit.
Has he?
Newbie's been using him. LGD used him. I think it's one of those heroes that's just a comfort to depending on
It is.
team.
It's just a team-based.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also think he's kind of like Legion Commander, where you don't want to first round him. So he's an off-laner 4 position that you don't want to first round. So these type of heroes, you just see them less on average because they're exploitable or they have a very niche kit. And since most teams are picking their 4 and 3 in the first 2, at least one of those, maybe 2 of them, it just leaves these heroes not picked as often because it has to be a specific draft where they're good and you, for whatever reason, picked your carry or mid first 2.
OG using a lot of time on this 4th ban. Anything that just like stands out? Like, what are the best heroes with Mag? Obviously, you always see like Juggernauts. You see, what are your BSJ when you play it? You see someone on your team picks Mag. What's the first hero that comes to mind? You see an Enchant Shadow Demon.
I'd say in all time, I'd say it'd be Troll.
Okay.
But if Jug, I've talked about before, you don't cleave and spin anymore.
Yeah.
So I just don't love it as much, but Jug still
Used to be the best.
used to be the best and is still good. But I mean, not the best. In the patch where he's good, I think Anti-Mage is probably the overall lover of Empower.
I don't agree with that one. I think it's PA for sure. PA or Troll. AM's a different style of carry.
Yeah.
And the reason I don't like it as much for him is just because you still kind of want Battle Fury. You'll see them pick it up anyway.
Yeah.
A PA with Mag is not buying Battle Fury.
She'll buy
And-
Deso of Labs.
exactly,
Deso
and
BKB.
And then you're just killing everything.
Yeah.
And Anti-Mage still needs to be like 4 or 5 slotted before he's going to
Remember
take
when
over.
PA got reworked, the first patch where her blur became inactive and Mag PA was super broken, and what you would do is you could be a PA level 5 or like level 3, and you could blur on top of a quad ancient stack
And kill it.
and kill it with Empower. That was so dumb. But I don't think any of these heroes sound good against Enchantress. I think that's another reason why Enchantress on paper seems really good here. PA, yes, you have the Blink Strike against the Enchantress, but the lane matchup is really bad. And a lot of times when you play against against Enchantress, you want a hero that can also recover / rotate when the Enchantress is level 6.
I don't think it's that bad. You'll have CM aura, you'll have a ton of harass, and you blink on her.
What I'm saying is, like, the pace of the game, the way it plays out, usually you can't ever boot an Enchantress out before 6, and then once the Enchantress gets 6, PA is not a hero that hits neutral creeps. She never does until...
I get what you're saying, but I think you just have to pressure the ancient level.
Yeah.
Like, you can kill her. It's similar to an Ursa. Like,
you can go something like PA Batrider with a 4 mag if they wanted to do that. I think Batrider, one of the best heroes early to mid-game of dealing with Enchantress. Pugna's another option. These just mid-game damage nukers. I think if you have a PA and you have a hero that the PA's dagger who can set up the gank for, because the slow is really annoying, right? It has a pretty high percentage uptime.
well, I think CM Mag would kill an Ench with a PA pretty easily. You just have so many disables.
Interesting. Maybe. It's hard to say because they have save already on the Shadow Demon, and by the time you spend your disables, they might have already rotated. OG is not a team that will leave a man stranded, as I could say.
Yeah, notably, OG's already down to 6 minutes reserve time.
Yeah, I was looking at that. And, hey,
Wow,
just
Slark. Okay.
Well, you're a Slark player, BSJ. You see this. Why are they Slarking right here? You're only seeing Mag CM. I mean, obviously you have to pick a hero before them, but why your hard carry? Or possibly middle, I guess.
I feel that Slark is more of a semi-carry-esque. He needs to be... You want Slark to have the option to be a damage ability soaker while somebody else then cleans up the game. So if they counter the Slark and he's able to just go these tanky drums, diffusal, BKB, basher, kind of the way that Infamous played him, then Slark still feels pretty impactful. And he's already very good against the 2 heroes picked up by Fnatic. He's usually pretty good against the whole concept of Mag as well. He wants to run around in the mid game. He wants to be unkillable for the first 10 to 15 minutes as he just plays alone. And we talked about if you have a Legion type offlaner, he's under threat. But against Mag specifically, which Ice, as far as I know, is the only one that's played it, Slark can just do his own thing for the first 10, 15 minutes of the game.
Grant wasn't ready for a 60 to 90 second answer there, but...
Dude, I got it.
Hey,
I
should have expected
I
it.
spent the entire time answering about the pick, and there
He
hasn't
did?
been another pick yet.
That's
so
true.
I feel like that was...
That's true. It was good. It's good insight. Quality insight from the most, I guess, the Slark expert.
The Slarkiest of
one
Slark.
of them. Yeah. So you're looking at this. You now see an Enchantress Shadow Demon Slark. You still like something like a Batrider here then?
Nah, the
Not
Batrider.
really.
The Batrider's off the table
'Cause
now
the
with
Slark's
Slark.
here. Alright.
You just can't... That may be
Two-
another point. Maybe a lot
what
of heroes
about-
that counter Inch are countered by Slark.
I'm foreseeing a fourth pick of Void.
I was
from
thinking Void.
Fnatic.
A
Yeah,
Void
that-
immediately came to mind.
Or Bloodseeker, perhaps. That's another one.
Okay. I don't know if I love Bloodseeker against Shadow Demon.
True.
Just because you're a hero that does purely rely on running around. But
Yeah, but I think you move relatively quickly. Isn't the move speed slow? It doesn't set your move speed. It's
it is a move speed slow, you're right. So I think it's 100% though, isn't it?
no, because you can still move.
When I say 100% in Dota, the minimum move speed you can get to is 100. So no matter what.
Oh,
Wow.
hey, Kyle
Wow.
the King, the Bloodseeker.
Okay, I'll give you props, man.
Okay, Kyle. Well, you called the pick, so tell me what's going on with this hero.
This one pure damage.
Okay.
You have if you do what we expect, which is like a CM Mag Bloodseeker tri-lane against the Ench, that's just too much magic damage. I love CM Bloodseeker because it allows you to play with your blood right, and in addition, you just buff the CM and she Qs,
This is
and
Shaker,
it's like
by the way.
150 damage. In addition, Rupture is the Slark counter. It makes it near impossible to like play like you can't play Slark Dota
Properly
against
a
Bloodseeker.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's great synergy with the mag as well. You can just go straight like raw HP items. You talent for HP and armor, and you just run to people with like 2k HP, and you still
And the
don't
bonus
suffer.
damage
Yeah,
and mag, yeah. And there's a Sand King pickup now. It sounded like you wanted an Earth Shaker.
I thought for
BS
sure it
then.
was gonna be Shaker, a common pairing with Enchantress. Also, just a you want stuns against Bloodseeker, and it's also counter initiation to mag. It's not ideal because it doesn't go through BKB, but we saw, I believe it was TI8 where it was all Earth
LC now?
Shaker plus
No.
Enchantress.
Ember.
So
Interesting.
you
I don't-
thought they were gonna transition this mag to a 4?
yeah, I still think it's a 4. Although I guess you're right. It's ice, ice, ice. So
He's been playing, yeah.
yeah, it's true. You could, I would agree. You can pick your DJ hero here. It's not a bad core mag game either.
Do you remember what we talked about, Kyle, with the way to beat OG?
What's that?
Isn't OG always down by like 5k at 15 minutes?
Yes.
How do you beat them?
Being down yourself?
No, it was by
Oh.
taking towers, right?
Yeah.
By eliminating their buildings, because we felt like OG always made the most out of map that they're given.
Did I say all these things?
You said this
Grant?
against who was it when
I
they?
don't know. I don't listen to
It was
either
against
of you
E-
most of the time, I'll be honest.
It was against EG when they had the carry IO, because no matter what, even though they were down
Yeah,
by
you did.
7,000,
Oh, yeah.
they still had all their buildings.
Yeah. And then they drafted. I remember talking with them at lunch the other day, and they were like, "Wait, we were further behind in game 1? What? How's that possible?" Because they lost so many towers in the second. But then Tobbs was just like, "Yeah, dude, I was farming everything. Game 1, I was getting shit
Yeah,
on."
Mad was mad. He's like, we were down by what? And we said
Yeah.
7,000. He goes, no.
He's like, "It didn't feel like that. It's all
Yeah.
good."
No tower
Love
push.
this pick. Love this pick,
I
though.
don't like Fnatic's lineup.
Zeus is like the go-to Slark second counter, but I would agree. My concern is you don't have tower pressure. You're going to need to just take over the map, which has proven very difficult against OG. I feel like they may have almost over-countered the Slark.
Is Thompson a Storm Spirit player?
I'm sure he's an everything player.
Storm Spirit sounds pretty juicy right now.
Well, they
They're
got,
really
they got
low on
5
time.
seconds here, yeah. And it's gonna
Mid
whoa,
Earth
whoa,
Spirit.
I think it is.
Let's go.
Mid
Just
Shadow Demon.
It might be.
Nah,
Actually, you're
it's
right.
Mid Earth Spirit. It's Mid Earth Spirit.
We're
Come on,
gonna
guys.
You think?
Yes.
We're waiting. Who will it be?
Mid Enchantress, maybe? Nah.
No,
way.
I think they're moving.
Whoa.
Enchantress
Zeus.
to
Oh, hold
4.
up, hold up. Mid Enchantress, you purge off the Flame Guard every time Ember tries to
But
use
they
it.
picked Zeus. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think they purposely countered this Enchantress with magic burst damage.
We're still
This is
waiting.
almost certainly a 5 Enchantress.
Man,
Fnatic's like, can you guys pick, please? We need to start thinking about our
If
strategy.
it's not Mid Earth Spirit, it's Mid Shadow Demon. I think this is a sick Shadow Demon game.
Why? Like for middle.
The
why-
Purge is really powerful this game, and I
No
believe
challenge.
Disruption is also very good this game. I don't feel like they countered the Disruption at all.
It's Jarek Shadow
Oh,
Demon, so
yeah.
it is the middle
Hell
Earth Spirit
yeah.
of Thompson. And we asked, how could they get a little bit crazier? I mean, IO carry, still pretty crazy, but a middle Earth Spirit, it's been a bit.
I just love OG's lineups. No matter what, it's like 4 supports and Ana.
Yeah. But then they all get items, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
they're still helping carry. All right.
I'm curious to see if he goes for the Lincolns on Slark.
I don't think you can afford to, even though I understand why it's necessary. It's like a quality of life improvement against Bloodseeker. There's too much that cancels it. There's disables that don't care about Lincolns, and you don't have a damage steroid on your team. I think you need to be able to accelerate. I'd expect like phase minus diffusal, just standard. Maybe not the diffusal, perhaps. This is a tough game to be a low HP Slark, that's for sure.
The Enchantress is going to play like a Warlock in the safe lane, isn't she?
Yeah.
Where you just heal your Slark
Yes.
against the Zeus spam.
See a lot of Blightstone first, and you just hit people and pop heal off cooldown. The thing I'm concerned about is when you're Slark against Bloodseeker Zeus, do you buy like Tranquil Boots?
No, I don't.
Or you just is it like the Huskar going armlet?
Sometimes
versus AA?
you buy a
just do it?
salve. Like at the 10-minute mark, you'll buy a salve just because at some point in the game you're going to be below your threshold. For people wondering what we're talking about, Bloodseeker's passive does detect you at below 25%, which means you're in vision, which means Slark never regains health from his ultimate. So I think the adjustment is a salve, not tranquils. I think phase or treads are too important.
I can get behind that. And it is DJ Mag, thanks to the Zeus pick. I like this quite a bit. I think this is a really good tri-lane under the circumstances. And I love the Fnatic lineup, to be honest. This is quite solid. OG, yeah, I've seen them they're playing like one of the best teams, if not the best team in the tournament, so can't count them out.
BSJ, you sounded the opposite. It sounded like you didn't like Fnatic's draft really that much.
He just likes Slark, dude.
No, I don't think you counter OG with anything other than taking their towers and map control. And they have no semblance of map control, tower pushing abilities on their team.
You know what? I'm convinced OG's going to win.
Okay. I mean, it's just hard. As you said, they're the first team to guarantee themselves already in the upper bracket right now.
Yep.
They've won 2 games with a carry IO. They look like their teamwork's just TI8-esque already.
OG
which
is the
crazy.
team where if you give them space to make plays or to come back, it doesn't matter how weird, how grim the game looks. They just make it happen. I don't know how else to word it, right? And they don't have a way, in my opinion, on Fnatic to make it so OG cannot make it happen.
And we have, we've seen Wii play the Mid-Earth Spirit in the past.
It's been a bit, but we have.
Yeah,
We've seen Thompson play it as well. It's been a long time for him as well, though.
And it's weird, but I really like Earth Spirit no matter what the role with high mobility carries. Slark specifically is great because you're going to find people later on in the game, especially at nighttime when you can abuse your vision range advantage, and then boom, there's an Earth Spirit rolling forwards, no blink required. Stanking eventually is going to get aggressive as well. Though Seb, if there was a player to just go some like phase drums, double bracer, pipe build, it would be Seb, and I think that this would be a game for it. It's all about the damage reduction. Look at the magic damage output of Fnatic, and keep in mind, this is Bloodseeker Zeus. We haven't seen it in a while, but just 25% more Zeus damage.
It's a lot of damage, yeah. And well, top lane, it is going to be a tri-lane for now. Ana, No-Tail, Enchantress, and Slark respectively. DJ still hasn't shown himself. There it will be. He's going to run out and hit him a few times. Also, No-Tail looks like he's starting for that. Starts with the Sage's Mask. I'm just going to go for the ring.
Zeus does sound nice in theory against Sand King as well, because of just the bolt for detection. Any free detection against Sand King is really important.
He also cancels his blink. If you ever see him or feel he's up here.
So sorry, I was just wondering, how's this top lane going to go? If they, I mean, eventually, who's going to TP out? Is it going to be someone like DJ TPing out here? Do they just leave 3 up here and try to just mess
I believe
with
Shadow Demon's going to come to the top lane after 1 or 2 waves bottom.
Okay.
Your 2 choices are either dodge and leave with the Slark, which I don't think they're going to do, and the other option is to eventually rotate 3 heroes. You can usually survive 2v3 all level 1 heroes for a little bit, so you let the Slark, maybe the Enchantress both get level 2, and then the Shadow Demon can also get his level 2 bottom. And then you're kind of out-leveling them in the tri-lane because the extra experience that the opponent team got was on the Zeus.
Ooh, bottom, skewered under the tower. Jarek's looking to get first blood.
Wow.
He does. DJ with the TP down with a perfect skewer. And Ice with the rest of his mana. Had to pop a mango even. Gets the kill. Top lane, though. Dubu getting run at right now. Getting body blocked by the creep, and Dubu is just going to drop to No-Tail.
He took his first ability on Crystal Maiden, and immediately No-Tail saw that and leveled his enchant, which is a huge heads-up play because usually you don't level it against Crystal Maiden because she just freezes the creep.
You can't leave this hard camp available.
If you're going to level your first ability.
I would much rather, and I understand why, because again, with the Bloodseeker, you want to be able to just kind of get buffed and spam Q, but you just want to kill the hard camp.
Ice can't quite get him. He will pop his healing salve. Jarek's down here. Had the save as well.
Slark versus Bloodseeker, I'm pretty sure, is a favored matchup for Slark nowadays in the lane.
Definitely. You just trade hits effectively.
I wonder if he'll go for the 2 points in essence, something I'll keep an eye out for. Thompson so far is winning the mid lane.
Yep, 15-2 going up against the 11-2. Will roll forward, whiffs it. We'll
He's
just
going to
pull the
drag
creep
some creeps.
wave
That's what he
around,
was trying to do, Grant. Come on.
Yeah.
He didn't miss.
And he is. Where do you just drag? You just drag it all the way around. Top lane, though, no tail. Will make it out, has the heal going. Dubu will be fine. Had the pounce, but didn't want to use it.
Did we mention the Bloodseeker Rupture plus Skewer?
We did not.
Oh, we did not. That's a good call.
Seems like a lot
Bloodseeker
of
does
damage.
go up in value when you have somebody that can naturally displace, like a Pudge.
Tiny. Tiny
Bat Rider.
Bloodseeker's
Yeah,
my
Tiny's
favorite.
insane. We'll see if that comes into play, because that could easily be the case against these heroes like Enchantress who want to just stand in place, Slark, Sand King.
I had a question. What do you do as a Zeus now? You're in the safe lane. All you have is a stick. You're probably not going to be able to get much more mana regen. Doesn't it just feel like Seb can start dominating this lane now? Or
He does have the Soul Ring queued up.
still a little bit away, though.
A lot of offlaners may go bottle as well. But like you said, it is a long ways off, and Zeus really has no way to secure CS.
Like, you just die if you walk up now, right? You can't
Yep.
get CS with your Q anymore.
I like that JerAx stayed bottom, and the fact that Dubu took his Q level 1 and died means that this second kill is even easier to get, and now that he has his Frostfire, it's just too late.
Jav he's going to eat a lot. The Harpy Stormcrafter actually goes down, though. They're still hitting him. Silent stuff is on. Has the pounce. Will leash him up. Will they be able to get the kill? There's going to be the freeze. Jav's going to try to turn it around instead. They're going to fight against each other, and Anna gets
And he gets the
win
heal, too.
because of the Blood Rage healing up. They might just chase after Dubu. Is this going to be another agility?
my
It is,
God.
and what looked like they're going to be able to bring down this Slark. Instead, he almost half heals, gets 2 permanent agility. And this is not good up top for Fnatic now.
I don't think it's enough to pick a Bloodseeker conceptual counter to Slark in the mid game. You have to also shut down Slark's laning stage in early game, and they did not pick a hero, Zeus or Bloodseeker or Mag or Ember, that shuts down Slark in the early game.
I don't know if I agree with that one. I think they're just playing this top lane a little poorly.
How,
And they
how
moved Mag
should
out.
they play it? Should they have just left him up there?
What lane beats Slark in this game? Like if you take all of the combination of their heroes, what
That's a good. Yeah, it's
composition
true,
do you put? With Enchantress specifically, Enchantress can be one of the scariest 5 positions super early. Kind of a bane, in the sense that super early lane and then kind of falls off later on in the game.
There's going to be 3 bounty runes for OG. Thompson actually heads on bottom, bottles up both of them, gets full HP mana. And oh, they're going. They're diving under his tower bottom. Shadow Demon going to push ahead. There's going to be a stun. Ice Ice in a lot of trouble. Seb has taken a ton of damage, but Ice Ice, he doesn't have any mana on this Zeus. They're going to just run him. He's just right-clicking, and Seb. Oh, so close, but he knew, and he survives. Him and JerAx. Low HP, but you make it.
JerAx purposely A-clicked the Zeus in order to draw tower aggro away from his sinking. Something really cool
Middle.
to save his offlaner there.
And the skewer doesn't hit the Earth Spear, and they just get away. And it looks like Fnatic, they want to make plays, but every play they make is just being countered by OG.
Already 2,000 gold ahead there, where they were just a moment ago. It's only 6 minutes into the game.
Scary. Oh, rotating mid will be No Tail. Only level 3 DJ. Will get skewered up the hill. And the kill on No Tail will be able to bring him down. They're chasing, but the heal slowly but surely bring No Tail back to full HP, and they just can't. Even with only level 1 heal, no points in Untouchable. This has to feel bad. You're not able to kill the support Enchantress with 3 heroes.
And you're watching Slark free farm.
It is an Abed Ember Spear top lane. They're trying to go in though. Magnus
Oh, nice.
Skewer's in
Intentionally eating the skewer there.
Jab.
This is the pounce out.
is just running away. Thompson won't be able to find him, but Anna gets the kill on DJ.
Oh, nice juke there. If he had kept going, he would have certainly died as the rocks were being refreshed.
Bottom lane. JerAx is just spamming on Ice Ice Ice. Ice 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 finally got some mana back, but middle. No Tail paints it OG.
Who builds Force Staff on Fnatic as well? You have to build Force Staff against the Slark who's having a good game.
Mag, right?
I guess, right?
It could be Zeus. Mag's most likely, though.
It just feels awkward. There's no hero that
Dude.
just buys it.
I just wonder what the Bloodseeker gets.
What do you think he should go? If you're thinking, what does this Bloodseeker go to kind of counter the Slark who's having a good game? Well, they are going to run in again. The
Phase
freeze is
blade
there,
now,
but the
maybe?
Dark Pact already used, and here we go. They're going to fight again, but there's going to be the ulti pop by Ana. Needs 2 more hits to get this kill on Jazz. There's 1. Will he get the second? He does.
Wow.
Will Ana die, though? That's the question. Dark Pact coming up in about 2 seconds. They do get the vision. Will go forward. Here comes the Remnant. Will he be able to make it out? More than likely not. Dubu actually gets the kill, and Abed's like, come on, I needed that one.
It's actually so big because it's
a huge killing streak, yeah. 454 to Dubu, and I'm sure this Ember would have loved that, because middle lane, it's getting pushed in with the siege unit now.
I think it's worth it for Ana.
Yeah. Ana gets the permanent agility again, and look at this, the Satyr Banisher middle can just keep purging if the Flame Guard comes middle.
That's so annoying.
It is. It's going to be the Blood Right, just trying to push out middle lane.
Remember when the Purge with Helm of the Dominator came out, and it was a 400 move speed creep that gave 19 gold if you killed it, or like 9 gold?
You just couldn't do
and
anything.
it was the Purge
so
was 100% instead of 50.
Bottom lane, JerAx and No-Tail, they are surrounding Ice here. He is trying to burst him down. Will we get the fourth instance of poison? There it is. Dubu goes down top, but Ice will drop bottom. And OG, 9-2 right now. They are only 2k gold up. I'm surprised it's not more, but they are looking good.
Looking very good. Ana's having a totally free game. What's he got queued up? Yep,
Midas, the whole phase,
expected.
wand, and Wraithman. So super early invested items as well, even though he is going for the Midas. He just knows in the mid game once Bloodseeker gets 6 and RP and abilities are online, he's going to want to avoid fights. So he goes for these early lane prowess items and then goes back for the Midas, knowing that he wants to get 1 or 2 big items before he actually participates in the game.
What's the middle Earth Spirit do differently than a support? Is it item build, or are we just gonna see? Do we even know?
Or what do you just get more items, basically?
Get more items. You get the items quick.
It's like Sumel's AA from earlier. You're still a good hero. You just have more fun.
Ice and Thompson going at it middle. Both of them using all their skills. Thompson, he thought he had this one. Does he? He barely does. They get it. Ana actually ends up dying top. They're going for more up there. JerAx is going to try to run away, but Abed hits him with the slight. He's still alive. One more right flick. There's just going to be the freeze by Dubu. Picks up the kill. TP from No-Tail coming in. Will they be able to find anyone? Seb a little bit late.
That was very strange. Ana could have just TP'd there when he got ruptured. He ulted and had a TP available and chose not to, which was interesting. They didn't have Mag there. There was Ember, CM, and Bloodseeker ganking him. So maybe he was afraid of Mag? I'm not sure. Mag wasn't on the map, but he could have just instantly TP'd. And most of the time as a Slark player, that's something really important to think about, is when you can ult TP, the exact heroes that prevent it, so if they're not there, you do it. Oh, leash bottom, probably not enough damage to get the kill. Oh no, they have the Earth Spirit, but he misses the boulder.
Wow.
And he dies anyways.
He just gets absolutely destroyed.
That's 6 permanent agility for Ana on the Slark.
10
This
minutes in.
very much adds up on Slark. That's basically 2 free Essence Shift stacks going into any engagement.
Now they are just taking this top tower with OG. There will be a smoke middle. JerAx actually solo smokes himself. He's just going to throw the ulti out. Ice going to be in a little trouble. Here comes the roll. Hits him perfectly. Hasn't even dropped the boulder yet. Doesn't need to. Third stack of poison will be there and kicks him in the head. JerAx gets the kill. And they are looking clean. There's Tread's double bracer one. He has 1,800 life at 10 minutes in.
Yep, and right on the catapult wave,
with that crown.
He is tanky. Going for that Veil. Ton of damage. Look at this. Seb is going to go and really be able to TP. No, DJ will get the ult, but Thompson's going to come over to help. There's going to be an ulti pop. DJ going to try to run away. Ulti from the Crystal main Dubu, but JerAx puts him under. Who is going to get the kill? That's the question. Abed's here now as well, but Thompson's going to roll forward, and no, Seb might be the first one to die. No, Thompson gets jabs on the backside, and now they're chasing after, but Abed needs to be careful. Don't overextend. Here comes Ice. They get Seb. Now they will find No-Tail as well. He is healing up a little. Try and get away, maybe deny to Roche. No, Ice picks up the kill. And they get a couple there. Abed, he's thinking about it, but they pop the shrine.
Even JerAx has a bracer. They only have mid-game magic damage on Fnatic's side. And Kyle always talks about how OG understands damage mitigation better than anyone. We see the hood on the Sand King, we see double bracer on the Earth Spirit, we see the bracer on the support Shadow Demon.
Ice. Can he make it out? Another roll, dodges. Nice sidestep there.
When OG has the tower advantage and an advantage, I will always put my eggs in their basket.
Yep, and you can even see Fnatic recognize this. Their first ban of this series was Treant. However, they're still sitting in this game 12 minutes in. They've yet to really pressure the tier 1.
And it's the heroes, right? You got a Zeus, you got an Ember. There's just not many ways to pressure that tower, especially with the support duo as well.
And you said Seb gets his blink canceled. He just doesn't go a blink.
initiate. Dubu taking a ton of damage right here. Poison stacking up. There's going to be the blood right on the ground. Dubu, will he be able to make it out? Nope. Goes down to GeForce. They're going to look for No Tail now. Can they find him? Not yet, because GeForce is getting run down by jabs, and he's going to try to juke. He's going to try to jive. Will he be able to make it away? No. Goes down. There's Seb as well. DJ falls. And we're just having heroes running each other. No Tail as well gets ultied up. And now both teams, I think Fnatic's like, we're just going to start running at you. We got to do something. And it works out. They gain 2,000 gold back in that fight.
Can I just say Fnatic is a middle-of-the-pack team at TI right now. And OG just looks like...
The one team who's already qualified to winner bracket?
And, yeah, I mean...
They look like that, right? Yeah.
They just look a whole nother level. They just look way better.
Thing is, it's just effortless. That's
That's
the thing.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like they're picking so many heroes. They're playing in a lot of ways like a very similar play style, but it's just like so easy. I think that I appreciate that they do all the little things. I'm a big stickler on items, you know. They're flawless when it comes to them. Well, not flawless, but you know, they're pretty damn close.
There are 6 bracers, I believe, on Dire. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 5 bracers on Dire. Against the Zeus and all the mid-magic damage, mid-game magic damage.
Middle lane.
Thompson.
Thompson, yeah, he gets ruptured up right now. He is so tanky. And look at this. The roll forward's actually going to be there. Ice might be the one in trouble. No, Thompson getting super nuked. Will be able to bring down Ice. Almost drops. He's going to have to TP. Will he tick out or will he make it? He makes it.
He has a Midas
Ooh.
on the Zeus. Going for a Veil on Ember. Does buff up a lot of the damage on his team. So that'll be nice when they get that. May solve some of their damage issues. He did go drums on Bloodseeker. I thought he might go Blade Mail BKB, but instead he went drums BKB. I think that's fine.
Also, what about the talent Zeus took? The 3 mana regen over the EXP gain. I thought I usually see the EXP gain, especially offlane, because I know Zai always takes it.
He has Midas though, so he's already got the concern you actually have with Zeus. Like, you don't want too many levels.
Roll through perfectly timed. Nicely done by Thompson. This should be a quick kill. Maybe not. Dubu is going to throw out the ulti. And now look at this. Thompson, he's in so much trouble. Goes down. GeForce as well, eating all that damage. Easy kill, but Seb brings down Ice. And man, we are getting a ton of kills. 28 kills in 15 minutes. There's bounty rune spawning. Only Abed's picking him up, but there goes Ana.
Other than Ember, who survives a Diffusal Slark play? There's Slark in this game.
Is that rhetorical?
He doesn't kill everyone? Solo,
Seems
pretty
like
much?
it.
That's the problem.
He's getting run out there. Is going to be the TP, and it looks like he should be able to make it. And
Well, he went for the chains, but the creeps blocked him. I think that's about a 50-50.
I like the item build on Seb. It's no blink dagger, just raw stats.
Bracer, Hood, going for that Yules. Why not get a pipe here?
The Yules is super important because if you get ruptured and Bloodseeker silence on top of you, there really is no other way to dodge it other than a BKB. So the pipe will help his team, but I mentioned the Slark, it kind of wants to play skirmish Dota for maybe one more item. So you buy this Yules to protect yourself, and then after you have the Yules to make your game easier to play, then you buy the team item.
This is an OG smoke, by the way, going middle river. Regen gonna get picked up. No Tail slowly getting siege top. But they're gonna look for Ice. I have a feeling he's gonna be under his own tier 2, but he might just get bursted. Seb will miss the stun though. Thompson gets the slow off. There will be a Veil, and Ana just gonna get the right clicks. There it is, but up top, No Tail goes down. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but Ice,
Yeah,
he's your core with a Midas, and he's pretty strong.
And there's 4 heroes there around a tier 1 that hasn't really been threatened yet and just now got a creep wave, whereas OG was camping mid-tier 2. Now going to rotate through their vision all the way towards top. They know that Fnatic's still in the area and they can punish.
And Slark's checking for wards right now. He knows that Fnatic's been playing most of the game up on this side of the map, so if he walks through there and sees no wards, he pretty much guarantees that Fnatic has no vision on the map. Their only ward is in their own jungle right now, which really doesn't provide much relevant information because OG's now playing top. And playing against Slark when you're behind with no vision is really rough. They are closing the gap though, only 2,000 net worth advantage, or I guess 3 now. But
DJ got scanned out, by the way. Will finally TP. And they were ready. They scanned it, it turned red, and they just headed right up there. There is still an Ember, the Remnant up there. They're not going to wait for it, doesn't look like.
just notice how OG hasn't taken any direct 5-on-5s against Mag, Zeus, like Bloodseeker. You don't really want to play the Slark against the Bloodseeker in fights. In this game, Slark is really hard to kill, but if you put him in a team fight, he's quite easily burstable before the pipe and all these other team fight items come out.
Yeah, the concern is that Fnatic doesn't really have a method of establishing map control. They don't have real catch. The Ember Spear could get involved, sure, but he's 5th in net worth.
We got a blink coming out on Magnus now. First item blink. It's been a little bit. Brown boots in the blink.
Wow.
They got to make something happen though, and we'll see if that's what it is.
I mean, it should be unexpected.
It
We
should.
really don't see Brown boots blink anymore.
And you have the Dubu ulti as well. You've got your 2 supports do a ton of damage. And here we go. Seb is gonna initiate in. Will they be able to get it? Seb might be the first one down there. It's gonna be DJ skewering away. Seb is going down, and now Abed taking so much damage. Impetus is doing a lot, but the Blood Right will go down. DJ just right-clicking, tanking it all up. Jarek's from the backside will get a save on one, but Ice is gonna run away. Ana chasing anyone he can. He's actually used 2 to go for it, but it will be Ice Blood Right on the ground. Ana gets the kill. Ulti already popped by the Slark, so he won't just die. There will be a Shrine Bomb now. Abed will he be able to run away? He wants to square up and fight, and he has stolen so much agility. Thompson just baiting him in. Ice goes down. I believe that was a dieback. It was. Ana goes down. Thompson goes down. Abed and Jabs are going to try to clean this up, and it looks like they will be successful. It is a dieback from your Zeus, but you take that, right?
You do, but the problem is you don't get any objectives out of it. Grant, like, even mid-tower's not going to go down, so it's a nice fight. Sure, you wipe 4, but what does it give you? What space have you earned as Fnatic?
He does have a BKB on Slark, or sorry, on Bloodseeker. And he's going the SNY Satanic build on Slark.
You like that here? Or you, I mean...
Against Bloodseeker, there's really no other way to deal with Rupture. And if you get BKB, you can hold your ground, which is the best way to deal with Rupture, and you don't have to move. So theoretically, very nice. It's always weird, because status resistance in theory, on a hero like Slark who has Dark Pact, is kind of hard to see how it would really play out other than just watching it, because I, for myself, have never built the SMY Satanic on Slark.
Looks like everyone wants to get the BKBs. Ember queuing it up next. As you said, we already got one on Bloodseeker, and they're all going to rotate top together. That's one way to beat OG. You got to outnumber them, because that's usually how they win games. And it will be the 20-minute runes. It looks like we might have a fight up here, but no, the Slark will back out. Well, they deny the bounty rune right in front of Abed. They roll run back and get one other, but feels bad. You think you secured the bounty rune, and then you just get bouldered to the face into a deny.
Yep. It's going to be a 2-1 change.
No tail. Will get ruptured. Has the invis rune, though. Just sit there, runs uphill, pops the heel. I love it. Get to the high ground. Okay, we'll just back up now. Ice, going for the Aghanims. Only level 13. That dieback definitely doesn't feel good. Ice, he's like, oh, cool, we kind of won the fight, but I am going to be falling a little bit farther behind now.
Especially with the Ags Rush. I'm a huge proponent of some sort of mana regen item, just so you can play lanes a little easier. And always have the pool prepared to spam waves and then jungle, but...
You don't think the talent's enough? You need more than that?
That's true.
And you have CM Aura.
Yeah. Alright, CM Aura. That'll push it up.
Gives him 5.5 mana regen between the two. That's nice. And with the clarity going, he's got 13.
That's true, and I mean, Ags is a huge power spike, to be fair. It's a extra lightning bolt every 2.5 seconds.
And it is annoying for heroes like Slark, because it hits him in his ultimate.
Ooh, and there's the BKB on Ember, and it looks like they want to make something happen. They are smoked up right now behind this Ember. But Creep's getting drug away by these mud golems. No tail? What's his golems? Here we go. Oh, there's going to be the skewer plus the rupture. Thompson, he's in a lot of trouble. He is just going to go down here. Nice pickoff. And this should be the... Can they get the middle tower now? They have Creeps coming. As you said, they've got to make something happen here. You've got to get some... Yeah. Kills are good, but you need to get objectives.
Yeah, whenever I look at Ana's net worth, it's like watching Hector playing Infamous, right? But I guess Ana was the one that probably started this trend. Whenever your net worth is like 3.5k, starts to grow, in comparison to the enemy top farm, like it's just, you got to be favoring OG.
You see there, Thompson, 5, 4, and 5 versus the 2, 1, and 12 of Abed. He has been involved in quite a few kills, 14 of them. And you see the hero damage very equal.
Bloodseeker did take the attack speed and blood right damage talents.
What does that say?
Really?
Yeah, usually with Empower you can opt to skip damage-based
Dude,
talents.
I always get the health at 15. It's significant. I guess you already have 2K, but still.
Ooh, top. Seb's gonna stun in, misses another one, will get frozen, but there's the Yules we talked about.
Yep.
Will just run, but knows the stun's used and TP's out. Nice presence of mind.
I just love watching Seb. Like, this is the game. If there was a game to get Blink later, this was it. And now you've had the pipe for a while so that you've been able to deal with effectively the Zeus. It cancels out Zeus ult. Like a whole round of spells for Zeus. And if you look at the Fnatic lineup, they need to win fights quickly. They want to capitalize on the RP, the Rupture, the Zeus ult, immediately find kills. OG, the longer you drag it out, they've got so much sustain and peel and save. The Slark, like the prototypical carry that gets stronger as the fight continues. I mean, this is it's just solid. A lot of other players, I think, just kind of blindly go Blink on initiators, and Seb
they feel like you
loves
have
the
to.
team fight. Yeah.
There's the static field damage going to be taken by Zeus, as well as the Sandstorm DPS, so a lot more DPS just in this. If they want to go for this middle tower and you're sitting in the Sandstorm, it hurts. Also, do you like this Morbid Mask on the Slark, BSJ, just so you can jungle quicker? Why does he have it?
Legitimately confused
for
that he didn't go
satanic.
the 20% lifesteal on
No.
15. I think in games like this where you have to man up on somebody, like most notably the Slark, usually the Bloodseeker, the lifesteal talent is really nice. But so when he went for the 30 attack speed, I kind of questioned it, and now I see when you have the satanic, it makes a lot of sense. It makes you be able to stay in fights longer, which means you can hit people more, which means you get more essence shift, which means go Slark.
And Seb, he is just going to get brought down here. Maybe not. Yule's into there. Will dodge the Blood Right. Stuns over into the jungle. Sleight of Fist, we'll see. He bounced on over. There's Abed. There's DJ. Skewers him up on the hill and takes the kill. Seb does go down.
For what, though?
For space.
I mean,
Oh, it's level 20, man.
I'm saying for Fnatic, what do they accomplish by killing him?
Oh.
Just yet another fruitless kill is all I'm trying to get at here.
Yeah. I mean, you did say your biggest gripe with the lineup was the lack of tower push. We can already see it coming into play. OG, 25 minutes approaching. They've still got 2 tier 1s active. And whenever you have a Slark, it's similar to a Tinker in the sense that I feel like you need to kill their tier 1s because otherwise, like, they eat your map and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, they eat a specific part of the, or amount of the map, and if you don't have the tier 1s, that amount of the map is about half of what you have.
Yeah.
And look at that
That's a
Midas.
good look on that. That's about the look on my face if I was
Yep.
playing against Ana, I think.
And that Midas efficiency, 91%. I'm going to be honest.
that good?
It is, well, you know, I'm a 99 to 100 guy, but compared to a lot of, we saw Ramses had a 76% efficiency. So I'd say 91%.
That's because they're
is
fighting
pretty
like
damn
90% of the time in the
Dude, I haven't seen
CIS
VP
region.
play. What happened to them?
We have not seen any other games, so
Yeah, we have been. I was watching a little bit. They did beat Infamous in game number 1 of their series, which is going on right now.
okay. Yeah, I saw the Infamous pick CK there, another phase Midas hero. So I was curious to see how that one played
No
out.
radiance.
Yeah, no radiance on CK, unless you're really feeling it, you know.
Ooh, almost a Maelstrom now on the Ember. Level 20 as well. We're only 25 minutes in, but we have
Yeah.
a lot of heroes getting to this 20 mark already. And by that I mean 2.
Is that just like new Dota, or is that this specific game? I guess, well, Ana's huge. He's got a Midas, and he's been farming the map. And then you have an Empower bot following Bloodseeker Emperor, so it makes sense.
Satanic. Then we got S
He's
and Y
already-
Satanic
Yeah,
at
he has
26 minutes in.
What
This feels very hard to. It's nigh impossible to kill him right now. It feels like.
What's Thompson got? He just finished BKB. In addition to the Veiled Double Ray, he's so tanky. How are you going to kill anything as Fnatic? We just discussed that they need fast fights. They need to...
Well, we might find out here. They're going to roll forth. Ana will try to just run in at him. They're going to go for Ice first. Here's the big team fight. Bloodright will go, but it doesn't hit anyone because the BKBs are there. Abed just trying to run away. DJ on the backside just getting beat up by this Slark. Dubu goes down as well. They're trying to get on it. He doesn't have his ulti. He just leaps away because they can't lock him down, but he might make it. There's a nice Yules in the air helping the Slark get out of there. Seb gets another stun up. And Abed, he's looking for this kill. Can they find it? It
Oh
doesn't
my
look like
God.
it. They're trying to bring
No
him down and they
way.
just can't. The Bloodright, he leaps out of it.
Oh,
And now Jazz is just getting hit. There's going to be the roll. They just can't bring him down.
that's so cool. So when Slark gets banished, the Bloodseeker loses all of
Yeah,
the move speed.
It's not over yet. Seb's coming in. He gets his Sandstorm. He gets his ulti up. There's going to be the Yules. He's still in Sandstorm. And guess what? Give me that permanent
Dude.
agility. Thank you, says the Slark.
That's just
Might have
it.
stopped cooldown, though.
You remember what
The
I said the
efficiency.
counter to Bloodseeker was for Slark instead of Tranquil Boots?
What's
The salve? No-Tail salved Ana there. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I did.
He
Running
salved,
away.
he salved
when
Ana, and then Ana lived with like 100 health. He salved him and lasted for like 2 seconds, but it was actually the difference.
This is like
That was insane. It's game-changing to
there's
salve him.
There's no player like Ana, honestly, and there's no player that activates the way
Oh
OG.
no,
Wait, what
just getting
what?
run at right now. And look at that, he pops the Satanic, gets full health, just throws the ulti out, and whoa, they're gonna turn it around. There goes Jebs. That's a 5-times killing spree for the Slark. Now they're just gonna go for the racks, get to the Nimbus.
He had effectively, I think, 7,000 health on Slark last fight. Is there a damage taken stat in this fights? Do you know?
like get a Dota Underlords little
yeah,
sidebar up.
Yeah, like how much he took? No, there isn't, right? Yeah, because in that one fight, he went all the way down to 0, Satanic up, and then went all the way down to 0 and survived through damage while he's healing. I don't know, it's insane.
It used to be Miracle, but within fights, like fighting versus running, right? So he pops his Satanic early, has the ultimate active as well, actually. Oh,
Salve.
Yep, hang on. He's going to continue to run. Yul's like his team just doing
Sav,
so much to keep him alive, right? There's the salve.
Right there.
Yeah, and he just mans up on Abed and actually kills him as then he leaps again away from the blood right. The defensive disrupt.
Here we go, though. Seb is kind of found out alone here. They are taking Roshan, and Seb, he just stunned down, and guess what? They know the rest of the team's there because they just took Rosh.
I want to, like, listen in to OG sometimes. I don't know how much of this is, like, communication and how much is just intuitive.
Knowing what their teammates are
Yeah,
going to
like, I guess at the end of the day, the concept is simple, right? Just keep Ana alive.
You saw Ana go in, by the way, after pack was over, and he just trusted his Earth Spirit to silence the mag, blinked in and got silenced by Earth Spirit. That was pretty insane. That was the start of the fight.
What the? He's just
diving in. He has the Satanic, has the Aegis now. They get a nice stun from Seb. There goes Abed, can't even leap out. And it feels like this is going to be a easy set of racks top here. DJ will spear back to the fountain, but Ana's camping him.
Dude. He's just gonna... I'm sorry, I'm like at a loss for words, honestly. What is it with the... How do you just show up at TI and do this?
He's been playing party queue. He's preparing all year for this.
It's counter to everything. Like, he went on vacation for 6 months.
That's why. Healthy mind, my friend. There's going to be the other melee racks. We're going to go for the range racks now as well. Bottom lane still has a tier 2 up, and yep. Look at that, 14 at 3 and 5, 20k hero damage, 800 gold per minute on the Slark. He is having a great game.
Dude, but it's not just Ana. Like, it reminds me of Miracle back at TI7. Like, these players would not be the same. Like, before he was picked up by OG again, before they won TI last year, Ana was like swapping roles because he wasn't able to find a team.
Yeah.
Like, this only works. It's a team game, and I feel like no team exemplifies it more like OG. Yeah.
And we saw in the last fight, right? The healing salve, Seb with the Yules into the stun. They know exactly what needs to be done.
Just so much trust.
You guys, the Slark had to run while ruptured into the middle of 3 heroes to trust his Earth Spirit to get the silence off. That's what I mean by trust. That's insane.
They are coming in to try to help him out. He only takes about 50% life now. Abed, will he be able to make it out? Looks like he will. Thompson rolls on uphill. Ice just getting run at elsewhere. They're heading back, and everything's just split up right now. They're just going to dive. Dubu's going to be the first one to finally go down. Thompson's still running. They are just actually playing around the Radiant Fountain right now. You see the Slark's pinging it out like, let's go. He is.
He's playing to win, baby.
And there's going to be a smoke. They actually want to chase him right now. Seb running, has a Yules. Doesn't pop it, though. Goes back to middle. It is a 4v4 fight. No Crystal Maiden, no Shadow Demon. Tier 2 still stands, but it looks like they finally will bring it down bottom.
I like the way, again, just show the items real fast. Just OG, so just the casual bracers on all the heroes I love. The skill, it's just so good. Everything they're doing is so good. They have so much survivability in all of their heroes that it's impossible for Fnatic to play and win fights the way that they need to, which is to burst down a hero, find the next kill, and then be able to chase for more with the Bloodseeker's speed. Like, they have so much reach with their 2 cores, but if they can't find the first kill, then they can't abuse their ability to find, like, exit kills, you know? It's similar whenever you see like a team playing with Disruptor, right? If you're on the back foot, the hero looks worthless. However, if you get that first kill, you're starting to win the fight. It's always easy to find one more. And Ana's gonna hit 25 by like 34 minutes.
You
Whoa.
see hero damage done. Zeus still on top. Obviously a ton of magic damage, but this Slark reigns supreme on the physical.
Already sold his Midas. That's okay.
want
Locked
it.
himself in above 90%, hopefully.
And well, doesn't look like they want to commit quite yet. They know, obviously, if you get like an
Oh,
RP skewer
That's calculated.
into a
when he
blood
sold
right,
that,
it hurts.
exactly.
Just don't risk it.
Yeah, it's just uphill battle for Fnatic for sure. They really didn't play too poorly. Just one fight. It feels like a lot of OG games just come down to the one fight.
It's the way they play the map, though, right? In the drafts they have, that they set themselves up to only have to win one
Dude,
fight.
and not just, again, look at their towers.
Yep.
You made this point at the start of the game, BSJ. You're kind of giving OG at least half the map when you don't kill their tier 1, specifically that tier 1 mid.
Silence coming out. Slark eats it. Does have to pop the Satanic. Fully heals, though still has the ultimate.
The Rupture's already out because of that stat resistance.
Magic down there. DJ get a hit too on that. Doesn't get the banish off in time. A big ulti coming out from Dubu. No Tail's gonna die. Has to buy back immediately. We will see on the backside. Dubu is just getting swung at. Ana is back in there. Doesn't really have much more abilities. Is gonna have to just run away here. Can they try to clean him up on the backside? There's the Ember. Abed's looking. Jabs. So low though. Thompson goes for the kill, but a nice cancel from Ice Lightning Bolt. And oh no, they've got him leech out. It's gonna be Abed going down. It looked like they might have been able to turn it, but you're so far ahead right now.
Yeah, I knew they were up by 20K, but how the hell did they win that fight on OG? It just looked like a lost fight from the very beginning after the 2-man RP skewer into the base. Ana basically was at 25% health without hitting a single hero. He is controlled up by chain, silence, everything. Instead, he just lives because he has this Satanic. This build is honestly a genius. Watching it come into fruition during these fights.
Oh, no tail. Still ruptured, taking a lot of damage, 50 HP, but Thompson's gonna try to help out. Abed has to buy back. There's gonna be a slight, gets the kill. Jarek's in a lot of trouble as well. Might just die to the root. He will, gets the double kill, but now Thompson is on
Got
top of him.
Satanic.
But over here, yep, the Satanic doesn't get it off. Jabs gets the kill, and that's big. That's 4 heroes down. You don't get Megged quite yet. Thompson, he's low, but they won't chase after him.
The butterfly on the Bloodseeker is huge. The damage output is sick, and now all of a sudden it's much harder for Ana to go toe-to-toe with him. Slark's not really an MKB buyer. And, you know, you're not out of the woods yet as Fnatic, but you definitely just bought some breathing room. Roshan won't be an objective for some time, unfortunately. But and it's the same thing as you said earlier when they found the kill on Seb top, right? It feels like whenever OG find kills, they immediately translate it into at least map control, oftentimes multiple objectives. Fnatic, every time they get a fight win, like it's 25 to 33, but look at the map.
Yeah, they're resetting the map rather than getting
Exactly.
an advantage. I feel that when you're playing against OG, you're playing against a better team. The way you see that it's a better team is that every fight going into it, the map is in their advantage. Their efficiency, the distribution of resources, everything is in their favor. I'm just, you know, overriding the tops in there because I know he's just going to get out perfectly, Grant, you know, something like that. But it's just because they're more efficient on the map. They just know how to put their heroes in the right places. It's such a complicated subject to try to explain because it's just... as a unit, each player has to be in the right place, behind the right hero, in the right lane, trying to counter the opponent's movements, who's showing in vision, who's not. So many factors.
Almost gets caught out right there, but No Tail just TP's right in the middle of all of them, and it looks like this Magnus might be the first one to fall. Thompson goes in, but there's a nice blood right, silences all of them. There's gonna be an ult in the backside. Ice taking a ton of damage. There will be a Yule's into the air though. Jab just wants to TP out the BKB there. Same with Abed. Ice will fall, but he's just sitting there and barely makes it out.
AC under
Look at the lines drawn. Jarek's.
Let's
No
go.
BKBs, no Zeus, no Mag. It's go time, folks. And AC on Earth Spirit. I love. This is something, you know. Again, I hate. You know, I don't know why I keep comparing OG and EG. It just seems to make
you're a
the most
fanboy.
sense.
They have very
Obviously,
similar
yeah.
names.
Very
Val,
similar.
Yeah,
G.
But the game EG lost against Infamous, they had like one teamfight item, and we were criticizing them for it. That's a mistake OG just never makes. And I see this with Secret as well, the team that's dominated all year. They always prioritize these teamfight items, and I just don't know why other squads aren't on the same page. Like, they will always pick up the item that their team needs over selfish decisions.
They're just jumping in, and
Ana was at the secret shop picking up his pistol.
oh my
He's
goodness,
not
so
here.
much damage done, and that's going to be no kill going down first. Jerix and Thompson taking a ton of damage as well. Will pop the BKB, finally rolls on through. Now they're going to try to turn it on to DJ, but the BKBs are going to wear out soon. Maybe they can find Jabs, so he doesn't have his BKB up for 1 second. And he won't, he just goes down. He does have buyback, though. He probably will have to use it. Thompson will get his roll canceled, but Ana
What a
jumps down the
pounce.
hill. Will hit onto Ice, and this should be a kill. It will be Jabs now. Gonna look to square up on the Slark. The Slark's stolen so much agility, so much armor. There's the Satanic, goes back to full HP by DJ. Jabs pops his BKB, gonna try to chase after Seb. Will he be able to find it? But a Slark is gonna get Abed, and he gets a bash, but the 4-step away. He gets the slide, gets the chains, and now they might be able to turn it onto this Slark. It's gonna be tough. Look at that. He has 51 agility.
Just hit him.
Oh my goodness, it's so much. 51
He's
stacks,
21
pardon me.
stolen.
Yeah, he has a lot of armor right now. 48 on the Slark, a Lincoln's from his friend as well.
Usually when Slark is locked in place like that, he dies. Just wanted to say that. He's usually reliant upon his mobility, and that is not the case here with the build Ana has gone.
Unfortunate, Dubu will just get stunned up. Oh, Glimmer Cape, no detection. Oh, give me that, hits him. Dark packs away, and look at that, just gets out. DJ in a little bit of trouble, will go down as well, and it looks like OG is gonna clean up game #1 triple kill. Will he go for the rampage? Seems like he wants
7
to.
seconds on the
We're
ultimate.
gonna see it, there it is. There's gonna be the Satanic pop. Ultimate coming up in 1 second. There's gonna be another kill right there. Ana going for the rampage, will he get
What?
it? No, it's
Dude,
stolen by Thompson.
Thompson kicked him too, man. Like he actually had to.
He did it on purpose.
He used an
meant
extra
to.
nuke that finished off the kill. That was completely unnecessary.
Wow.
Dude,
What,
The camaraderie from Thompson.
what a
man.
game from OG. Fnatic, they had a few good team fights, but even after
So-
those team fights, you guys brought it up, there just wasn't many objectives taken.
I know it's only group stage, right? But TI8, was it a fluke?
Are you asking us?
Yes.
Oh,
What if
okay.
What if I say
I thought you were
yes?
asking them.
You can prepare to
Then
be
you're
assaulted
dumb.
in your DMs, that's for sure.
Okay.
No, they are looking exactly like they did last year.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funny because coming in here again, they had the underdog. The thing is, I do not think they're gonna have underdog status going into the
Yeah.
main stage this year.
Yeah, it was funny. I was talking with No-Tail at lunch about like the importance about how at TI it feels like some teams like come together, they get stronger. Other teams they start to fade, they tilt, right? And we got into this discussion about. Well, I made the point that hey, it's proven scientifically that if you believe you will achieve something, it's more likely that it'll happen. And he's like, yeah. There's and he links me this YouTube video, like the philosophy of belief, and he goes into how like that's like one of their core concepts, and it's beautiful. Like you can tell, you can watch them play, you can see it in the multiple documentaries that we've already seen coming out about their success. They just believe in themselves. Doesn't matter if they lose the lanes, the draft, 2 out of 5 games in a series. It doesn't change that they're
I
gonna win.
asked Matt earlier, the #1 question I asked him off stream, or Seb, was, when you were down, did you realize you were down? And he said, we don't think like that. We think, when are our timings? What items do we need? We knew we needed the level 15 on IO. And I think the most toxic thing you can do in a team setting, or just in Dota in general, is think about what went wrong previously in the game already. Like, that's something that's already happened.
Yeah.
Something that has influenced what the game situation currently is. OG, all they see is what's next. They don't think 20 minutes ahead. They don't think 10 minutes ahead. They don't think a specific amount of time. They just say, what is next? What are we trying to accomplish?
And it's so everyone knows that that's how you should play, right?
Yeah.
It's and in sport, it's the
This isn't
same
a
no matter
secret.
what it is. Like it's okay, guys. Next play, next play. It doesn't matter what's happened, what mistakes we made to get us here in this rough spot. But it's like so human to not be able to do that.
It is.
Like you always dwell on the past. That's how we are. Hey,
The mind-boggling part about the itemization and play of OG is I told you from a Slark guy who's played 750 games of Slark exactly how Slark wants to play the game. And Seb's items fit that by going Hood, then Yules for himself, and then the teamfight item with Pipe, right? He knows the Slark's timings while he's playing Sand King, which the cohesiveness and just so synergy of OG is nuts.
yeah. A lot of teams, you know, they got to put a puzzle together. And that takes some time. However, OG, they're just Play-Doh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make
I know
sense?
what you're saying. But you know what? I think we need to, calm down, take a break. And we are going to take a short break. But when we get back, I want 3 bullet points from both you on how Fnatic can switch it up and get this Game 2 victory. So we will have a short break. When we get back, you'll hear these two telling you how Fnatic's going to win. So stick around, and you'll see it.